Hello everyone and welcome back. This is a revised all-in-one alchemy build. This build can make maximum DH potions with no downsides whatsoever. It can make hot food with a very good yield. It can make all of the potions with the special alchemy effects. It can make purify potions, mana regeneration potions, magic defense potions, and magic reflect potions. The only things this build cannot make or extract for, it cannot make heal over time potions to maximum effectiveness because it does not have chronite lore or ogmium lore. However, heal over time potions are not currently used in PvP. People are using heal over time food and saving their thirst for magic reflect potions, purify DH potions, and sometimes mana regeneration potions. This build cannot effectively extract for flour or caroton juice. It can still extract for them, however we will not ever be using flour in alchemy other than for cooking stamina food. However, it is better to just cook the grain instead of flour for stamina food. It is more effective, more efficient. And for caroton juice, it is not a very good multiplier for heal over time anyway, so we will not ever be needing to use that. The yield for hot food compared to a build with full lore in all of the lore ingredients for hot food, the difference is only 3% on this build compared to a maxed out build. I will explain why. It could be 2% if you do not want to run management and instead take Lassatilla to 100. However, we will not be running Holozoa, which reduces our yield by 2%. So, I am Ebefar. I am the alchemist for Nightfall and a lot of others. This build is based around a Dex Mage build, so it is set up in front of me here. You can have a different build, however this is my current build, so this is what it is based around. You can lower 1 or 2 skills to accommodate. For this build I am 22 profession points under, so I have 22 alchemy on an amulet, which we have right here. Very easy to get, very cheap and acquirable, and not that hard to charge. It is totally worth the payoff for what you're getting out of it, because you can make everything. So for Clade gifts, we're going to be needing Stone Shaper and Plant Shaper. This will give us an extra 50 profession points to work with. We will be going with Plant Shaper 2 for 5% increased yield with the Herbologium and Press, and we'll be going with Alchemist for 10% more potion when making potions. These gifts are extremely powerful for an alchemist, and you do not want to be any other clade if you're going to be an alchemist, because these are a must. So, getting onto these skills, obviously we have alchemy at 100. We have an extra 22 points onto here from our amulet, so as you can see in the skill details, a trinket bonus of 22 is applied here. We have potion making at 100 and advanced potion making at 100. These are given. Advanced potion making will increase the result of your potion by 20%, and having both of these will increase the number of ingredients you can fit into your alchemy table. We're going to have cooking at 100, advanced cooking at 100. This will increase the quality and cooking result of your hot food, so we need this to fit all of our ingredients into the menu to make the hot food, to make the most effective hot food, and so we have it at 100. Crafting appliances, we have alchemy contraptions at 100, fabricular expertise at 100. This is to extract for all the special effect potions as mentioned earlier, as well as a few other things used in alchemy. We have botany appliances at 100, Herbologium at 100. This is for extracting seed leaves, aloe vera gel, and a bunch of other things that's needed at 100. Press operation at 100 for extracting juices, etc. for our potions. We have cooking tools at 100 and cooking pot at 100. We will be using the cooking pot to make our hot food because it has the lowest food poisoning. Food poisoning has some very negative effects, so we want that as low as possible on all of our food. We have management at 100. This is taken instead of Lassatilla compared to the last build. This will reduce the taxes for buy orders, all of your buy orders of materials by 2.5%, which is huge compared to a 1% increase in hot food yield. It will also lower the taxes of your sold product by 2.5%, and it also allows you to list up to 40 items on the broker compared to the 20 previous. So this is a very good skill to have, and we have it at 100. Negotiation will be at 100. This is for the tax fees. That's a secondary. We have botany at 100. We're going to run everything under botany at 100 because usually one way or another these things will increase the yield or the result of our potions or our hot food. Metallurgy we have at 100, advanced metals we have at 100. We're going to want Ichor at 100. This is for extracting monochromatic wax at maximum yield. This is for magic defense potions, and it can also be used for a bunch of other things, alongside the fact that it will increase the yield of our hot food by having Ichor as it is in our recipe. We have Lupium Law at 100. This will increase the yield of our hot food. We're going to have precious metals at 100, gold law at 100, silver law at 100. These will both increase the yield of your hot food, so we're going to want those at 100. Petrology will be at 100. Alchemical mineralogy is needed to make the special effect potions at maximum quality, so this will be at 100. Calamine law will be at 100 for maximum yield for our imbued calamine from the fabricula. We have Cinnabar law at 100. This will increase the yield of our hot food. Pyropite law at 100. This will increase the yield of our hot food. Sedimentary rock will be at 100. This is for having coal law and Sabua law. These can both be ingredients in hot food, so we want them at 100 to increase the yield of our hot food. We want Piscus law at 100. This is for the Ventriosus law, which is Persiforms. This will increase the yield of your hot food. This will also allow you to make blood cure potions, which are a very nice cheap alternative for whatever reasons you may have for it. A 4.4 DH blood cure pot may cost you 250 gold a keg to make, versus a pure DH pot, which may cost you a bit over 1,000 gold to make. So it's like a quarter of the price for a cheap budget potion. Reptilia will be at 0 compared to the last build, because as I said, management is much preferred over Reptilia for a 2.5% decrease in taxes from absolutely everything, and we can list more products on the broker and hold 5 more pets in our stable. It is a preferred option over Reptilia. If you already have management on another character, you can then level Reptilia for a 1% increase in yield on your hot food. Other than that, that is the overall build revised for an all-in-one alchemist. There are absolutely no downsides to this build whatsoever, besides the fact that compared to a build with 100 law in every single hot food ingredient, it has a 3% less yield than having every single law for the hot food. But it can fit everything else, so I think this build is much more worth it. It is much more logical to have this all on one build than having to buy another account for $15 a month just to have hot food on a separate character or something else on a separate character. Everything that you need is in this build, and this is all you will need as an alchemist. Even for the upcoming patches, Tim and Gillimeat, the law is not needed for that because it is a multiplier and does not have any wanted base values. So, thank you very much for watching. If you want any other tutorial videos, please ask me what you would like in the comments. Have a good one.